We're teaching a course, actually I teach a course on black churches in the United States, and folks would assume that you would bring in ministers to give some sense of what takes place within these churches, right? I wouldn't simply turn to people who write about these churches. I'd talk to people who've given some shape to the doctrines and the creeds and the practices that define these churches. If I'm talking about hip-hop culture, rap music in particular, why wouldn't I turn to an artist who has played such a significant role in shaping what we even mean by rap music?
They came and they asked, would this be something that we would be interested in actually being a part of on a full-term basis? And we were like, well, what do you mean? He was like, well, I would like for you to come and actually teach the course with me. And for myself, it was, you know, it threw me back a bit because, you know, it's a lot to ask of a person, you know what I'm saying, to literally give their students over to you. And, you know, it put me in a position of being able to communicate with people who are already knowledgeable about myself and or hip-hop music, and also for those who weren't. And it gave me a chance to enter into a discussion that, quite frankly, is already happening in barbershops across America and backstage at concerts in different places. And it gives a chance to bring this conversation out to the front and let the public, the listener or the casual listener or just a person who's interested, be a part of the conversation. So I thought it was an opportunity that I totally couldn't walk away from. And as they say, I said yes, and the rest is history. Categorically, hip-hop has always had, in the media's eye or in the general public perception of it, has always been something of negativity. Usually when hip-hop music or any hip-hop artists are portrayed in the media, 9 times out of 10, unfortunately, it's due to some type of negative aspect. Being a part of this course allowed me an opportunity to show the public, starting with Rice students and Rice University people, and then spreading out hopefully into a larger audience, that everything that has been portrayed about hip-hop in the public eye is not all that hip-hop is. This gives me an opportunity to let people into the hip-hop world, let them become a part of the hip-hop community, and show them that hip-hop is bigger than just the music that is created by the artist. There's a lot of stronger ideology behind the music, and, you know, the ideology itself helps to create the artist. You know, what you believe in is basically what you profess to the world.
Well, it's clear to me that the students see the value of this sort of investigation. Students are looking for ways to critically engage their world, to critically engage the cultural production that they've claimed. Hip-hop culture. We provide them with, we don't indoctrinate them, we provide them with the skills and the tools necessary to unpack, interrogate, explore, and explain this, again, significant cultural development. Why wouldn't that appeal?
And keep in mind, you know, with hip-hop being involved in the course, naturally, the youth of America are affected greatly by hip-hop nowadays. And there's so much meaning and context behind the music nowadays. And sometimes, you know, there's a method of self-exploration with the consumer and the listener as to what the message conveys. But this gives them an opportunity to actually hear from the messenger what the intention of the message was. In the course of questioning that we've had with the kids, I would say we've probably been asked over 30, 35 questions now, and only one of them probably was not in context with the course. And that was just on the first day. Someone was interested if I was taking demos, and we let them know, sure, you can turn them in with your final exam. And that was the last time that question ever got broached.
This isn't easy. There are lots of books they have to read, lots of questions they'll have to wrestle with. There's online work they have to do. And the questions we receive indicate that they're paying attention. They're taking it as serious in a way that is quite impressive. And they're asking questions that reflect the reading and their desire to get a better sense of what's taking place within their world.
I still have another career that I'm obligated to, you know, as, even though I'm teaching at 10 o'clock in the morning here at Rice, it's still not my, quote, day job. So we did take that into consideration before we accepted a position that could we still be in a position to create. And when I first started recording, I had an opportunity to go to college. And I didn't go to college because I thought that I wouldn't be able to juggle the two, and I thought that I wouldn't be able to give each one of them the proper devotion of time and energy that I felt that they both needed. Now, being older and a little bit wiser, I recognize and realize that I have enough time to do anything I want in this world. You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of managing the time.